Psychological measurement. Measures of central tendency. Statistics describing the center of a dataset. Mean, median, and mode. Mode. Value that occurs most often in a given dataset. Mean. Average score. Add all numbers together and divide them by the number of values. Median. Middle score in a distribution. Half of the scores are above it and half of the scores are below. Range. The difference between the highest and the lowest scores in a distribution. Interval scale. Data that has equal intervals between values, but no absolute zero. Nominal scale. Labeling variables without any quantitative value. Ordinal scale. Used to rank or order data. Ratio scale. Scale for meaningful comparisons between values, a true 0 point. Histogram. Graph. Bars represent the frequency of values within intervals. No spacing between bars. Bar graph. Uses rectangular bars to represent and compare data. Line graph. Displays info as a series of data points connected by straight line segments. Scatterplot. Shows relationship between two continuous variables through plotted points. Quartile. Dividing points between the four quarters in a distribution. Interquartile. The difference between quarter 3 and quarter 1, similar to median. Semi-interquartile. Measure of variability equal to the interquartile range divided by 2. Distribution. A set of test scores displayed for recording or studying. Raw score. Unmodified numerical score, usually for evaluation or diagnosis. Frequency distribution. Tabular listing of scores with number of times each score occurred. Grouped frequency distribution. Tabular summary of test scores, grouped by intervals. Standard deviation. Distance of each value from the mean. Measures of variability. The spread of a datasheet, range, variance, and standard deviation. Normal curve. Bell-shaped, smooth curve, highest at the center and gradually tapered on both sides. Tail. The area of a normal curve between 2 and 3 standard deviations above the mean. Skewness. Lack of symmetry. Positive skew. Few scores fall at the high end of the distribution. Negative skew. Few scores fall at the low end of the distribution. Kurtosis. Nature of the steepness of the center of a distribution. High kurtosis. Has a high peak and flatter tails. Low kurtosis. Have a rounded peak and thinner tails. Standard score. A raw score converted from one scale into another. Has a set mean and standard deviation. Z-score distribution. Normal distribution with a mean of 0 and a standard deviation of 1. T-score distribution. Scale ranges from 5 standard deviations below the mean and 5 above the mean. Stay 9. Scale with a mean of 5 and a standard deviation of approximately 2. Divides into 9 units. Pearson R. Measures strength of correlation between only 2 continuous variables. Positive correlation. If 2 variables simultaneously increase or decrease. Negative correlation. 1 variable increases while another decreases. Coefficient of determination. How much variance is shared by 2 variables? Spearman's rho. An index of correlation used when sample size is small and both sets of measurements are ordinal. Outlier. Data point significantly different from other points. Effect size. Statistic used to express the strength of a relationship or magnitude of differences in data. Percentile. Values that divide a data set into 100 equal parts and indicating percentage of scores that fall below a particular value.